When I replaced my water heater, I needed to hoist it off the ground and onto this pedestal here. And what I did was attach a mounting point to the ceiling so that I can pull it into place. I tied off to the fittings up top. This isn't the actual knot that I used back then. And then I ran it up towards this shackle here, and then I pulled tight on the line. So rope has a small diameter, so it can be difficult to grab onto. And if you're ever in that position where you're holding a rope and your grip starts to slip, there's a couple things you can do to help yourself out. A hammer is one of my favorite handles. You want to do this if you already know that you're going to be pulling on a line. And so what I'll do is I'll take my rope, I'll twist it forward as if I'm turning on an ignition. I'll twist that loop one more time, and then I have this window with that part of the rope in the back. All I'll do is take the hammer and I'll weave it in and out, and then I'll pull this tight, okay? This allows me a nice little handle to pull on, and I can lift up my object here. And this is actually a Marlin spike hitch. It's used for rope working and Marlin spikes, but I'm using it just for my hammer. When I'm done, I'll pull it out and it slips all out. But what if you don't have a hammer readily available and you still need to pull on your rope? A lot of times you'll see people wrap it around their hands. That's not good because it starts to crush your fingers together. Instead of using a water heater this time, we're using this punching bag as a weight. Okay, here's the rope I'm pulling on. It goes all the way up to the ceiling, through that shackle up there. And then from there, we're gonna come down. We're going through our punching bag and then right back up into our chain. I'm doing a temporary anchor point here. I want it to be nice and easy to untie, but secure at the same time, of course. So what I'll do is I'll take my bitter end here, I'll run it behind the chain. It's gonna go behind the rope as well. And then I'm just gonna go right through and tie in a simple overhand knot, but I'm including the chain. And what that does is put tension on this end here, and it's not gonna come free. All right, so let's say I'm pulling here. Pulling. This is where I get tired or I need to just hold on to my rope. But what I can't do is just sit here because my grip is wearing out. And so I'll go below, I'll reach thumb down, I'll twist my rope so I get a loop, and I'll twist that one more time and I'll throw it right on top, okay? I'll show you from a different angle. Once we're up top here, what I'm gonna do is reach down back, I'll grab a bite, and I'm gonna slip it through my rope as if it were a hammer for a Marlin spike hitch, okay? That gives me 2 loops. These 2 loops are gonna be for my hands, okay? Now I need to just carefully slip out my hand as I'm pulling on my 2 loops. Pull, there we go. And then there are my 2 loops there. I can put my hands through it and pull, right? Or I can just sit back and hold on to my rope all day long. All right, here's your first person point of view. I'm pulling. Okay, I'm getting close, and now let's say I'm tired, okay? I need to be able to hold it with one hand, give it a twist, give that a twist again, and I'll throw it up top, okay? Now what I'll do is I'll grab a little bite down below and I'll feed it through. I need plenty of room, so I'm gonna reach far down. I'll grab that loop, and what I need to do is pass it through this window, around the rope, and then back out, okay? There we go. And then you can see the 2 loops that we made, okay? This is where I carefully slip out my hands and I'll pull, okay? And now I have my 2 little butterflies there. I can reach my hands through, wrap them around my wrist, and I have plenty more gripping power. Now if you look close, this knot is very similar to a sheep end or a bowline. Another good thing about this setup is if you don't want to use your loop, you still have a good handle right here to pull on your rope. And being similar to the bowline or sheep end, this is going to be very simple to untie. Just give ourselves some slack and we're good. And then our knot around the chain, we'll just loosen that up and it comes right out. Now remember, in doing a Marlin spike hitch, I'll take my rope and I'll give it a twist, okay? I'll take that loop, I'll give it another twist and lay it right on top. And then my Marlin spike is going to go down through this side, I'll hook, and then I'll come out through the other, okay? This is my Marlin spike hitch. And I could pull on this if I needed to. This could be my handle. It comes right out. We're gonna do the same thing. Only difference is we're using the rope. So pulling. I'm running out of grip here. Take my rope, give it a twist. Take that twist and I'll throw it right up top, okay? Then I'll reach down below, give myself plenty of room. Pretend this is your Marlin spike. I'll poke it through one side and then out the other, okay? There we go. And when we do that, we have a loop here. We have another loop on the other side. This is where I'll grab them both and I'll open up my fingertips to let everything go, okay? I'll pull on this and this will collapse down into that bowline. There we go. And it makes a great grip, or just another little handle here that you can grab on. All right, folks, thanks for watching. If you'd like to support my channel, you can pick up your very own Marlin spike or your very own Paramax. This is rated at 1,000 pounds plus. But we can get you a Marlin spike sheath, and we can even engrave your Marlin spike. This stands for "That is not going anywhere," and Jerry can even tie the Turk's head knot for you. Just visit the shop at awesomeforsale.com. Thanks for watching, and thanks for your support.